Hey everybody, this is Lavesh from Learn Bhangra, and today we're going to do a tutorial to Amrinder Gill's Vanjhali Waja, one of my favorite songs, a Jhummar choreography. So it's a little slower, the steps are not going to be as high energy, high jumping, but you're going to work on your grace and also extending your body throughout each movement. Now as we go through the tutorial, I'm going to call out the step names, the folk step names. Know that there are full tutorials for each individual folk step name that I call out. You can search them by the name or by going to our YouTube channel or Learn Bhangra App. Either place, you're gonna have the full tutorial for the step if you're having trouble on the individual steps. All right, here we go. So this choreography is going to start with a quite difficult step. It's really hard up downs, okay? These are called Jhummar Bethke. Jhummar Bethke are going to be high jumps. This is the only exception where you're really going to have to test yourself. After that, it goes into simpler Jhummar steps. All right? With Jhummar Bethke, if you have any knee problems, don't worry. There's a little bit of a variation you can do with this step, and I'll show that as well. First, I'm going to show the difficult all-out way. With Jhummar Bethke, with our legs, we want to start down, so it'll be a little easier here. I'm going to move back so you can see me. All right, we're going to start down. And when I say go, on our toes only, so there's no heels involved here, on our toes, we're going to slide out and then jump up while we're out. Okay, so it's a little hard to do this slow motion. So we're going to go one, just like that, and jump up. So with our jumps, we're going to go 1, 2, and on the second one, we're going to take a very high jump and also tuck our feet back, come back down, 3, 4. So very nice and slow. We're going to go 1, jump, 2, 3, 4. I'll show you the hands in a second. I just want to make sure you get the feet. Okay? Now, if you feel comfortable with this, your knees are okay, you can actually jump into this step as well. So we can go 1, 2, jump, 3, 4. All right? Again, without the hands, I'll show you how the hands kind of flow. Just showing you the basic movement of how we're going down, up, all the way big up. Repeat, down, up, down, up. Those are the Jhummar Bethke that are going to start the routine. So when you hear the roll in the beat, that's when we're starting this. Let's try that together, okay? One time, again, we're just going to show our hands right here and go to this side. I'll show you kind of how you want to keep your hands and fingers open in a second. I want to make sure you get the feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. I know it's slow. It's okay, don't worry. All right, we'll get it. It's very slow when you're doing it just on a basic count like this. When we add in the beat, it'll make a little bit more sense, okay? Now with our hands, we want to have our palms and thumbs facing upwards with our right hand, opposite with the left hand. So down this way. And as you go up and down, you're going to stay at chest level, but you're going to bounce with your shoulders. Bounce with the shoulders when you go up. As you're going up, you bring your hands up and over. Repeat to the other side. 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders go bounce, bounce, and bounce, bounce. Just like that. All right? Let's try that together. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, jump, 3, 4. Very good. Now your variation is you don't have to do the kick out. So if you have bad knees, all you can do simply is drop, and you don't have to kick out and jump. You just bring your feet, slide them out, and bring them back in. You don't have to do that jump part there. Okay? That's what adds the complexity and the little stress on your knees there. So if you have knee troubles, 1, 2, 3, 4. The main thing is you want to keep your back straight. Don't lean forward. That's when you're going to start to lose posture, and it won't look as good either. Okay? If you really can't do this at all, skip this first part. This is just the intro into it. Going into the next Jhummar part itself is more important. That's really the meat of the choreography. This is the build-up. This is to get hype. All right. Now, we've done our Jhummar Bethke. Let's actually go into the choreography here, and then we're going to try on music. So after we've hit our first Jhummar Bethke, we're going to get up and go straight into side profile. So we're going 3, 4, and as we stand, side profile to our right shoulder is going to be facing the audience, the mirror here. Our left hand is going to be on our waist. We'll go through the hands in a moment. Let's focus on the feet first. So if I'm starting with my left, remember in Bhangra, we always start with our left leg first. I'm starting with my left leg. I'm going to take my left foot, 1, come back, but I'm not going to come all the way back to where I started. Typically, that's what you do in a single Jhummar step. We're going to go out, and then come back to where we're right in between because we're going to walk as we're doing this. So then we're going to take our right foot, step, and not again come all the way back, just slightly so that we can continue our walk, okay? Let's start a little further back. So again with our left leg, don't worry about the hands for a moment. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Very good. Now remember, in Jhummar, every time you step, you want to extend your body. What does that mean? So I want to tap with my toes, not even the balls of my feet, but really the tip tops of my toes, right? So all the way through. 1, come back, 2, come back, just like that. Even if we're walking this way, extend. 1 at the last possible second, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Very good. Now with our hands, left hand is just going to be on our hip. Right hand, we're going to go ahead and put our pointer finger, thumb together, other 3 fingers down. And on each one, we're going to raise our right hand. And our head is going to be looking back at our hand as we do this. So we're going to look left. All right, we're going to come up to where we're now at about a 45-degree angle here. So on 2, we're here. On 3, we're above chest level, so you can say almost a 45-degree angle here. And then on the 4th one, we're straight. So what we've done is we've went from down, a little bit up, more up, all the way straight. Okay, let's try that together. 5, 6, 7, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Big thing, you have to smile, right? So as you're doing each one of these steps, your smile increases kind of as your hand increases too, right? So you can have a small one, get a little bit more happy, oh, I'm getting there, and then you hit your Jhummar. All right. Now, remember the Bethke are how we start, and we're getting up into side profile with each Jhummar. I'm not going to stress it in every single step, but you know it's going to be in every single step. If you ever watch our tutorials, shoulders, really, really important, right? This is the last kind of overarching technique that we're going to throw in all the steps. So every time we tap our foot, our shoulder is going to bounce. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, just like that. All right, so on the end beat, you're charging up, you're hitting every time the beat counts. 1 and 2. The focus is hitting on 1 and is charging. 2 is where you hit again. And 1, repeat that motion. That's going to stay constant in all our Jhummar and even Bhangra steps as well. All right, very good. So let's skip the Bethke. Let's go right in the Jhummar choreography, making sure we have these 4 beats. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent job. All right. From here, let's follow along to the next part. Now this is where we're going to go into a tamal type step if you've seen our tutorials. Tamal is where you're hopping. 1, 2. So keeping that same tamal hop, our legs are going to be 45 degrees. We're going to have our knee flexed upwards. Back of the knee is going to be obtuse angle, right? So with this particular step, the first part, the first beat of it, you're going to just step forward. And then the next one, don't get confused here. It's the same hop, but you're going to put your right leg back. And we're going to jump back slightly. So normally when you jump, if you're doing your right foot, you're jumping in spot. Then the next one, you would do your left foot. Now on that left leg, we're going to jump backwards. So it's going to go left up, then right. Just like that. Right goes back, the left foot slightly jumps back. Side angle if you want to see it. 1, 2. Just like that. Okay? Back still stays straight, right? We don't want to have too much of a hunch or anything like that. Our back still stays straight. We're going to add that little complexity into there. All right? So now we've lifted 1. We're going to go back. Repeat. 3, 4. Just like that. All right? That's our legs. With our hands, this is a double Jhummar type beat, so it's slower. It's half the speed of kind of a regular tamal, right? So with this particular movement, we have to get more air time in each one. As you saw when I did that slowly, the beat pace is almost about the same, which we'll try the music in just a second here. So on the first beat, with our hands, we're going to snap our fingers. So we're going to go 1, then go back, and then on 3, we're going to bring our hands up 45 degrees. I like to turn my wrists. If you feel comfortable, you can do this. turn your wrist, clap, go over to the other side, clap, just like that. So my left leg here, right leg, clap, just like that. All right? Also, keep your head straight throughout the entire one. So even when you go up, back, your head is straight, head is straight. It's your body that moves, that adds a little bit of a flavor to it, you can say, right? Keeping your head straight while having your body move smooth from side to side. All right, let's try just those 4 beats, starting with this double Jhummar tamal movement. 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. All right, excellent. Now, let's go back and we'll try this with music, starting with, of course, our single Jhummar build-up step, and then going into the double Jhummar. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that, you got it. All right, perfect. Now, I think we can try this with some music. Let's incorporate the Jhummar Bethke into it as well. So, I'm going to go ahead and say, get ready, get your musics ready. Here we go. We're starting again with the Jhummar Bethke. It's going to count right into it. All right? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, jump. 3, now side profile. 1, 2, good. Remember, you can walk a little bit. I'm going to stay in frame. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great job, everybody. You got it. All right, awesome job, everybody. Give it up to Jessica for doing a great job, too. She's helping out here, of course. All right, sweet. So we've got our first 8 beats of the choreography. From here, I think it's a lot easier, right? Because those Jhummar Bethke, really, you feel it in your knees, and then you're like, oh, man, okay, I just got over that. And then you start to flow into it after the tamal step. The next step we're going to go into is what I like to call classical Jhummar, okay? So classical Jhummar, the reason it gets that is you really extend and the kind of the bend of your feet look similar to other types of Indian classical dance, which is kind of why we affectionately dub it that, with our legs first. So what we're going to do is we're going to step over left, come back, right, come back, one more. Now on those second 2, so the first 2 we're staying kind of straight. On the second one we're going to dip and dip on those 2 as well. And then 5 and 6 is an even bigger dip, right? So I'm staying straight, dip, dip, massive dip, just like that. And you'll see with the hands kind of how it makes sense, okay? With our hands now you can add that in there. We're going to stay at chest level for the first 4 beats. For the first 4 beats, all we're going to do, keep our head straight. 1, 2. So there's a shoulder hit, and then we're going to look with that little bit of a bigger dip. And then the massive dip, we're going to take our hands, go down, up, right? So where I end is basically that my palm and thumb are 45-degree upwards, this one's across my chest, and then we're repeating the same thing on our other side, right? So starting together, 1, 2, add in the head movement, now big dip, just like that. All right, that's the first 6 beats. 7 and 8, what we're gonna do is after we've gone 5, 6, we're gonna take again, left leg here is gonna be next, scoop our hands down, 7 and 8. Remember, we always have to have that shoulder hit, right, in every single Jhummar step. So even here, 1, 2, look, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just like that. You got it. All right, perfect. From here, let's try putting just those 8 beats together, making sure that, again, we've got our Jhummar beats with our shoulders and our smiles. Those are the most 2 important things. Extend your body throughout the entire movement. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and straight, a little bit of a dip, and massive, good. Massive, 3, 4, just like that. Perfect. All right, those are our 8 beats. Let's try that with the music from the very beginning. Again, just making sure we solidify our Jhummar Bethke single Jhummar lift, double Jhummar steps, and then right into classical Jhummar. Alright guys, here we go. It's gonna start quick. On my beat count, here we go, jump. 1, 2, jump. 3, now side profile. 1, good. Remember, keep that walk. I'm trying to stay in frame for you. Up, back, now classical Jhummar. Straight on the first one. 1, 2, look, 3, now dip, and scoop. Excellent job. We got the first part of our choreography down. Way to go. From here, now it's going to the next 8 beats here, okay? We're gonna do, it's gonna be a little confusing, so follow with us on the beat. I'm gonna side profile for you. It's gonna be a Hichkey step, all right? This has gotten really popular in the last few years, it seems like, in Jhummar choreographies. So, what we do is with our right foot, watch carefully, we go left from the previous step, then right. We don't really place any of our weight down on right as we were going to go to our left next, which we would normally do. Normally we'd go back to left and all our weight would be on our right. We're going to take that right foot, we're going to pop it up right at that last second. Now if you listen to the words of the song, he goes, Malla, Malla is where you want to hit. Okay, so it goes 7, 8, Malla, and that's where you want to hit. With that, we're lifting our leg for 2 beats and bringing it down very slowly. So you can count it as 1, 2, and you land at the end of 2, if that's a Jhummar beat right there. With our hands, we're gonna pop the right hand up, left hand back, and then bring it around to our left comes back to our waist. So from here, 1, 2, and then you would go into your normal 3, which would be single Jhummar. That is what we're gonna do in this case. Okay? So this entire beat is 2 counts, but you have to slow it down for this roll to happen effectively. Alright? 5. So again, I'm showing you side profile. Normally you're going to do this straight. I'm going to show you side profile so you can see kind of how my legs move. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. And 3 is where we're going to hit back into single Jhummar. Okay? Let's try it from here. Straight angle. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3 is where we're going to hit the next part. Okay? Starting from the step before with the scoop. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. And that's where we're going to go into single Jhummar. Okay? Perfect. Remember, single Jhummar is 1. You can get the full tutorial as well as Jhummar Bethke, which are earlier in the routine as well. So it's single Jhummar, left leg, 1, come back, 2, come back, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that, like how we did the starting step. And we're going to add one little simple thing to it. In the first 2, after you hit 1, 2, we're going to keep one hand, 3, 4, and then we're going to bring our left hand up, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. And that completes the 8 beats total. So, the next part, now our hands are both up. We're going to go into a step that's also available within our tutorials called Buildup Jhummar. Buildup Jhummar, our hands are going to be up. And just like we extend our feet with our single Jhummar, we're going left, come back, right, left, right. Okay? That's our basic feet. With our arms, 1, 2, and then you break your feet out. 3 and 4. The simple way is you go 3 without the curl and come back at 4. I like to add this curl of my wrist. So I go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you want to end wider than shoulder width. Notice that I do a round motion here, 3 and 4. And my legs are wide for both of those, okay? Let's try that again from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Repeat it. 5, 6, out, 7, and 8. Just like that, okay? Very good. Let's try that from the beginning with the music, adding now Buildup Jhummar into it. Skip the Jhummar Bethke. If you want to do them, more power to you. I'm saving my knees. 5, 6. Here we go. Big smiles. Good. Jump with it. Back. Pop it. Both hands. Shoulder bounce. Now, put up to our first sequence. Up. That's it, we got it. Alright guys, you got it. Let's go to the next 8 beats right before we kick into our chorus. Now I like to call this Spartan Jhummar. It's not really because it has anything to do with Sparta, but I feel like you're a Spartan about to throw a spear when you're going into it. Alright? We're going to side profile ourselves. So now we've done Buildup Jhummar, and we're going to get up and side profile to our left is forward first. Okay? So it's not fully side profile. You can think of it as 45 degrees, right? So if this is fully 90 side profile and this is straight, you're sort of in between. So you've got this little bend of your body here. All right? Your hand is directly across your chest, at chest level, your left arm. Your right arm is going to be up, just like this. All right? Some people like to snap with it. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll keep the snapping motion. You don't actually have to snap either. Some people just like to make the fist. Some people keep it open. Different variations, whatever you prefer. For this one, again, we'll kind of keep our snap motion without the snap going here. So we're going to go left with our left leg, 1, and then all you're going to do is rotate your hands down and repeat, but now your right arm is across and your left arm is up. So 1, pivot, 2, 3, and then we lean back, and this is where we become Spartans. We've got the spear in our hand. 4. So this lean back, if you watch from this angle, I'm just taking from my obliques and charging forward like that. So I'm leaning back, forward. So that's the first 4 beats, right? Left, right, left, and left. Repeat. Right, left, now right, and right. Just like that. Again, you can have your hands open. You can have the snaps going, whatever you feel is comfortable there. The main part is rotating while keeping your head straight the entire time. Head stays straight, straight. Good. Whole time my body is what's rotating. 7 and 8. Very good. I think we'll go right into the chorus here, okay? So that's the part building up into the chorus, and let's finish off this choreography, and then we'll try it a couple times with music. So now, as soon as we finish this, we're going to start into single Jhummar again. A little bit of a variation on this one, okay? For the first one, we're going to go straight, look up, straight, look up, and then we're going to reach across on this one, still left leg. We're going to look all the way up to our left side, and we're going to pull in. So it's like you're pulling in with your shoulder shaking. Feel like you're a cannon and you're about to explode, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. I also sometimes add a little bit of a wrist turn to it. It's more important to get this rather than that part. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, it's always the shoulder hit. Okay? Very good. After we've done that, so that's a total of 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go into the last few beats here. And on this one, we kind of break our rule of keeping our back straight. We're going to completely bend down. Keeping, just like we did our Hichkey, our right hand out, our left hand back. We're going to go 1. So I'm turning my wrist. 1, I'm looking out to my left side. Repeat. 2, 3, 4. And so it's a very graceful, smooth motion, and a lot of times we just kind of walk off on this step. 1, 2, just like that. 3, I'm coming back, don't worry. 4. All right? Very good. That's our entire choreography. All right, so let's try that with music from the beginning, now throwing the Jhummar Bethke into there, because this is our last few runs. Start it. 1, 2, jump. 3, side profile. 1, 2, 3, jump it. Good. Look. both hands. Now Buildup Jhummar, here we go. Spartans. From here, single Jhummar, chorus, look up, across, and end of it. Alright, that's it guys, give it up, good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was our tutorial to Vanjhali Waja, one of the best songs out there. Jhummar choreography, a little bit different than Bhangra. It's slower, you're extending your body, but as you can see, we're still sweating, so we gotta get a little workout out of it. The steps that you can learn, once again, Jhummar Bethke, single Jhummar, and Buildup Jhummar. Those are all tutorials we have for all these steps that are available within our YouTube channel, and of course, the Learn Bhangra app. Follow us, Learn Bhangra now on all social media channels. And again, I'm your host, Lavesh. This is Jessica, give it up for her. I can hear you clapping over there. All right, thanks again to Zen for the videography. Woo. Take care guys, see you soon.